Hello everybody, welcome to GIS Pachala, grade 8. Our subject is social science and today we are going to learn history. Chapter 2, from trade to territory the company establishes power. See, from the heading also you can understand something. From the heading also, what the heading is saying, from trade to territory and the company establishes power. See, in this video first I am going to say you something about the lesson. What is there? I am going to give you some introduction about the lesson. Now, from trade to territory. Territory means a part of land. एक जमीन का एक छोटा टुकड़ा, एक part of land, one part of land. So now, from trade to territory. Trade means one type of business. Trade means one type of business. We are taking something from outside and we are selling somewhere else. Again we are taking something and we are selling. That is the ट्रेड, वन टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस. एक बिजनेस हम करते हैं, यहाँ से कुछ सामान हमने यहाँ लिया, यहाँ से वहां बेचा, लाइक दैट. सो नाउ फ्रॉम ट्रेड टू टेरिटरी. सी, व्हेन ब्रिटिशर्स केम टू इंडिया, they came here for the purpose of trading. And from the ancient time, you are knowing, in 6th standard also you learn something, in 7 also you learn something. From ancient time, the commodities of India were too much in demand in the foreign countries. So Britishers also came here for trading, for business purpose. But afterwards, what they do? They took over the land. They made the rule over India. They were the rulers of India. But how it was possible, what they did and how they made these things possible, from trade to territory. The company establishes power, means they made their power in India and they captured the full land of India. After that, I am going to say you something about the background. India before coming of British. What was the background of India? What was India before coming of the Britishers? How did they came? Traders to rulers. How did they came? See, Britishers came here in a form of company. In a form of company means which company? British East India Company. They established, first of all, they established one company in India. And after that, they expanded their rule and they became the ruler of India. After that, some battles were there. The important battles were there: Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar. What happened in that battles and what were the effects of those battles, that also we are going to see in this chapter. After that, expansion of company rule. See, now company expanded its rule, and what type of policies they used. What type of policies were there? The policies were subsidiary alliance, the claim of paramountcy, the doctrine of lapse. This type of policies company made, and they used these policies in our country and they expanded the rule. All these things we are going to see further in this topic. After that, setting up of new administration. See, they came here in India. After that, they adopted new policies. They expanded their rule, and after they became the ruler. See, after they became the ruler, they set up the new administration. New things they set up. New administration was there according to their policies. And at last, in conclusion, what we are going to see is what was the impact on India after the vast change. After the colonial rule of Britishers, what was the impact of all those things in India, that we are going to see in the conclusion. Now, in the first chapter also we have seen something about the colonial rule, periodization, all the things we have seen. Now, in this we are going to see something about the background. When Britishers arrived to India, before that what was the background of India? That we are going to see just now. See, Aurangzeb was considered to be the last powerful Mughal empire. See, Aurangzeb, Mughal empire, Delhi Sultanate, all things are coming in the medieval period. All things were there in the medieval period. In 7th standard, all things you have seen. Now, we are transitioning to medieval period to modern period. But we are not saying it the modern period. We are saying it as the colonial period. See, in first chapter we have seen that this is counted as the colonial rule and colonial period. So now, how the colonial period came, regarding that, and what was the background of India before the Britishers arrived, that we are going to see. See, Aurangzeb was considered to be the last powerful Mughal empire. Mughal empires were there, but Aurangzeb was considered to be the most powerful. During the time of Aurangzeb, Mughal empire was on the top. Maximum part of India was covered by the Mughal empires, and they were representing India. They were representing India. So Aurangzeb was considered to be the last powerful Mughal empire. After that, his death in 1707, Mughal governor Subedars began asserting their independence. See, now this is the turning point. What happened after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707? After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, what happened? Mughal Empire want their independent kingdom. Now they don't want to be a one unit. They want to make the separate regional kingdoms. See, you have seen last year Bengal, Awadh, Hyderabad. In Bengal, Murshid Ali Khan was there. Shahzad Khan was there. Like that, those people were there. And what they wanted to make their separate regional kingdom. And because of that, what happens? They are asserting their independence. See, before that, the one big rule was there. Like that, the Mughal Empire was there. Now, one is like this, one is like this, one is like this. So, Bengal, Awadh, all these things were there. Now, because of their empire started disintegrated, because of the establishment of regional kingdoms, empire started disintegrated. But as you see in the history, up to 1857, the Mughals were the ruler, counted as the Mughals as the ruler of India. As Britishers came, Britishers started slowly, Britishers started all the things, but up to 1857, the main rulers were counted as the Mughals were counted as the main rulers. As I told you, up to 1857, Mughals were representing India. But what happened before that? After the death of Aurangzeb, all want the separate regional kingdoms, and because of that, the power of Delhi was declining. The main Delhi power was under the Mughals, but because of the partition, one type of partition only, they all want separate kingdoms, and because of that, the power of Delhi was declining. See, this is one very important word, vacuum of power. Vacuum of power means, suppose one person is very powerful, and he is not allowing other person to come ahead. He is not allowing the other person to come ahead. But as soon as the power of the first person decline little bit less, so the other person who wants to come ahead immediately will take the opportunity and take the place of the first person. Now what happens in this means, एक person है जिसके पास पूरा power है, एक person के पास पूरा power है, but कुछ भी circumstances के हिसाब से उसका power थोड़ा कम हो रहा है. उसका पावर था तभी वो किसी को अपने से आगे नहीं जाने दे रहा था, बट थोड़ा भी उसका पावर कम हो रहा है, उसका पावर कम होता है, ऐसा दिखने से दूसरे जो पर्सन है जिनको आगे आना है वो इमीडिएटली आ जाते हैं और वो जगह लेने के लिए आगे बढ़ जाते हैं और वो धीरे धीरे जगह ऑक्यूपाई करने लगते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड द वैक्यूम ऑफ पावर. सो लाइक दैट व्हाट हैपेंड इन द सेम थिंग हैपेंड. सपोज मैं एक सिंपल लैंग्वेज में बोलूं, मुझे किसी के घर में जाना है, वो मुझे एंट्री नहीं दे रहे, बट मेरे माइंड में क्या होगा कि एक थोड़ी सी भी एंट्री गेट में से मिल जाएगी तो फिर तो मैं अंदर अपना काम कर लूंगी, ऐसा हम सोचते हैं. सो लाइक दैट द लिटिल बिट पावर इज लेस, द अनदर पर्सन इज टेकिंग द चार्ज. लाइक दैट व्हाट हैपेंस इज द सेम थिंग हैपेंड इन दिस केस. एज सून एज द पावर ऑफ मुगल्स स्टार्टेड डिक्लाइनिंग, मुगल्स का पावर कम होने लगा, and the Britishers were there only, they are waiting, they were there only, Britishers came, Britishers were there, so they started taking the power and slowly they captured the maximum things and they started ruling over India. Because of that, what happened, the new power, vacuum of power happened. Because of vacuum of power, the new power came in India, that is the British, and as a result the new power emerged in India, that is the rule of British rule, we are saying as the colonial rule. So now what we have seen just now, the background, what was the background before Britishers took all the charge and Britishers came. Aurangzeb was considered to be the powerful Mughal empire. After his death, the other Mughals, the Subedars, governors want their separate regional kingdom. Because of the separate regional kingdoms, the power started declining, the power of the Mughals started declining, and Britishers took the opportunity, Britishers grasped the opportunity, and the vacuum of power happened and the Britishers took the rule. Britisher took the most power and became the ruler in India. Thank you.